Now, is that that's the Captain Lou Albano Mario, not the Ron Jeremy Mario, right?
Right, yeah.
Okay.
Do you remember he did a, I don't know if they
Yeah,
had it in Canada, but there was
they
that
did.
PSA commercial, if you do drugs,
You go
you
to
go to
hell.
hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, that guy is like off his tits on pain pills.
Oh, I'm sure. So I woke up one morning. I was in my bed. I didn't really remember how I got home. I don't remember going home. Someone obviously dropped me off, but anyways, I'm viciously hungover. My head hurts. My eyelids are like prying iron apart. And it's a hangover. I'm sure you've had them. And as you know, what a night of drinking can often do, uh, you get a little gas when you wake up. So I'm just laying there in bed, and I discreetly, well, not discreetly, I was by myself in my bedroom, but I lift the cheek to let a fart out, and oh no, I shriek. What the hell? I don't know what just happened, but it felt like I my asshole was torn apart. And for a while, I'm just lying there, like staring at the ceiling, like, what just happened to me? What just happened to me? So I calm down a little bit and I come to the conclusion, okay, I, I'm severely hungover. I'm probably dehydrated. So what must have just happened was I farted and a really dry nugget came out. And because it was so dry, it hurt. It must have torn me up a little down, back there. So I get out of bed, I get up, I bravely look down onto my sheets, and they're clean. But yet there is a nickel where where the object had fallen and ripped my butthole apart. That was about 25 years ago. To this day, I still have no idea why there was a nickel in my ass.
Did you know for sure that it came out of there? Did you smell the nickel?
What else? I don't know what else it could have been. I mean, I did pick the nickel up and wash it and put it in my coin jar. Uh, no, I didn't think to smell it, but I'm sure it was there. And here's a funny addendum to that.
Okay.
I told this story at my parents' house just a couple months ago. I think it was during on Thanksgiving, and because the tradition is whenever I'm at my parents' house now, I tell a story that my parents didn't know about when
Okay.
I was younger. And my father tells me that when I was about three, or I don't know, I was a baby. Um, he was changing my diaper, and there was a nickel in my diaper.
Wow.
So it could be like every 40 something years. This is the thing that happens to me. Like when I'm 88 or 90, well, I don't know. I'll fire the nickel out again.
Excellent. Oh boy.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
never my asshole's never given me change, I can tell you that much.
Well, maybe you haven't probed it deep enough. Who knows?
That's true. Welcome back to Bottom of the Barrel.
Hi, I'm Jeff.
And I'm Ben, and we're scraping the bottom of the barrel to come up with the best worst movies that we can think of.
Because like us, you may take great pleasure in these things for whatever reason.
So today we're looking at a character that we haven't looked at before on Bottom of the Barrel, but I've looked at on my channel before a few times. We're
Mhm.
doing Robowoman by Dustin Ferguson from
Oh, you
2019.
know something? I just remembered I'm late. I was supposed to wallpaper my fridge tonight. So I gotta go. Bye.
The f All right, so as I mentioned, we're doing Robowoman by Dustin Ferguson today. This movie's from 2019.
Yes.
And he starts off setting the stage, saying that it's 2024 and most diseases like cancer, HIV, and other stuff can be cured by cybernetic surgery. Now, I don't know if you know too much about cybernetic surgery, but I don't know that cybernetics can cure HIV. What do you think?
The part that really stuck out to me was that It's highly experimental. It's illegal. So completely black market robotic surgery. But they say it's still more affordable than regular mainstream medicine. So apparently, these doctors doing illegal activity don't want to be paid as much as regular hospital doctors, which would be a red flag, I would think. But, it's the future in
Yeah.
2024. So who knows?
It's the future 2024, and there's also apparently lots of crime, hate crimes especially. They make special notice to let you know that it's mostly hate crimes.
Yes.
Regular crimes, not as much. Now,
No.
Donna Lee Heising, I don't know if you know about her, but she's an actress that appears in a lot of old Dusty Fergs movies, as
Mm-hmm.
well as some other like Chauncey Phillips movies, and I think that she used to be a pinup model back in the 80s, but I'm not positive.
I know, I believe she may have been like a pageant
Oh,
queen
okay.
in her younger years. I think. Um, it would kind of make sense that this would be the track
Okay.
she leads. I remember reading that somewhere. Um, yeah, she's very prolific. Her IMDb is very large.
Yeah. And it's her last day on the job. She's Vivica, and it's her last day on the job. What kind of job? No idea. I don't know what she does at this job, but she has a desk. And
I mean, she has a desk.
yep.
There's one or two photos on it
Hmm.
that appear multiple times in this film.
Yes.
Um, I did notice that on her office door that there was a sign that I could only see the corner of it,
Hmm.
but I believe it was part of the symbol for keep door closed.
Okay.
So that tells me it was a closet.
So
So
I also wrote down that I think she's wearing a wig, but that's neither here nor there.
a lot of people do. A lot of people
Yep.
do.
Some guy whose name is Jonathan walks into the office and decides that since it's her last day on the job and he has asked her out every single week that she's been at that job and never been flagged by HR as a problem, that he's going to ask her out one last time. But this time he uses the magic word. And the magic word is slow brother.
Your brother's birthday?
Yeah, I'm not a real big fan of him, but he really looks forward to him. He's I don't know how do you say it? He's special.
Yeah. And apparently she has a soft spot for these people because her
Yeah.
mother worked with slow people. Um, Also, the way I noticed the way they frame Jonathan asking her out once a week the whole time she's been there, you get a feeling that it's been for like 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
It's been 40 weeks. So
And
not even a year.
doesn't treat him as a problem. She treats him more like a
No,
lovable scamp.
Even on my last day, you won't give up?
I'm a persistent guy. I hate not closing a deal.
like, oh, you're such a card. Like, oh, and it's, yeah, it's not very comforting to have her office be in a closet and him block the entire door because he's a very large man
Yeah.
and continually ask her out and then talk about his slow brother.
Yeah. His brother has special needs, and apparently people with special needs love their birthdays, and it's his birthday.
Yes. Coincidentally enough,
It's
yes, it is.
it's a big deal. People with special needs in their birthdays, according to this movie, not us.
Yeah, birthdays are always a big deal.
No,
We're not the problems here, okay? This is the writing of the film. We didn't make this up. This is real
no,
stuff in the movie.
yes. This is 2024. This is how
Yeah.
people act in 2024.
I wrote that there's an awful lot of talk of special needs brother, and it sounds weird. Uh, one sec.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I think that's pretty much Yeah, that's pretty much what I have too. There's a
Um,
lot of talk about special needs people.
based on the photos on the desk, um, I'm wondering, and based on the fact that she called this woman to to rearrange their plans based on this birthday party,
Mhm.
we find out later that this is a friend slash roommate slash cupcake business partner who I
Yes.
think is also probably her lover.
I the way the photos, that one photo that keeps appearing in the
Yeah,
film of both of them, it definitely seems that way, but she's still just telling her to be careful with this Jonathan guy.
yeah,
So maybe they have that kind of relationship, whatever, I'm not judging, but it's not well established, that's for
right.
sure.
So then we're kicked over to the title card, which is Robowoman, and it's very uninspired, but that is par for the course with Dustin's material. If you've
Yes.
watched more than one of his movies, you'll have seen this before. This is the same stuff. And then her and Jonathan are late for the special brother's birthday party, so they have to
Mhm.
cut through the park, and that's very important. Although I
Yes.
don't know what kind of park this is because it looks like the beach to me.
I thought at first it was a desert, which wouldn't be a park either.
Yeah, but in California, do they have desert parks?
Um, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
Because
know either.
they never say what town, right? I don't
No,
think.
but it's Los Angeles because all of
Yeah,
all of his
yeah.
stuff's in Los Angeles.
Well, I mean, you can kind of tell because I also have it in my notes that he really loves his drones.
Oh, he
And
does.
so he has a drone and damn it, he's going to use it. And he uses it for like 4 minutes at the very beginning.
Yeah.
And I was just, I mean, it was almost impressive how many drone shots there were. Like but then it got annoying. So yeah.
I'll give Dusty this one. I'm going to call him Dusty.
Okay.
I'll give Dusty this one. This movie has the least amount of drone shot filler that I've ever seen in any of his movies. To be perfectly honest, in several other of his movies, like Space Sharks and Cocaine Cougar, and I'm absolutely leaving that flub in because it's funnier that way.
Good.
Um,
Yeah.
there are, drone shots that go on for 4 minutes at a time, and then you get a break for a second where it shows a person walking around, and then you get more drone shots. But this one, not as much of that. There's a little bit. I will give this to Dustin. This one's got more story than most.
That is true.
Mhm.
That is true. There's actually kind of a plot.
Yeah, absolutely. And
So
and
yeah.
less filler. Um,
Yeah.
so they walk through this dark, dark park, drinking Cuddy Sark with Marky Mark in the park after dark. Um, and they are attacked by Jonathan's friends and his brother with special needs, as we suspected was going to happen from the beginning. I mean, this guy has been waiting to make his move for 40 weeks, apparently.
Yes, like almost an entire year, and he finally has her. So he's
Yeah,
obviously kind of creepy and not on the up and up.
right. So they decide that they're going to assault her because she is apparently the brother's birthday present. And I didn't
Oh
write down the
God.
kid's name. I should have, not a kid, he's an adult. Did you write down his name? Is it Billy or Bobby or
I think it's Robbie.
Robbie? It was Robbie, you're right. So,
Yeah.
yeah, the Robbie and the pals come out to assault her. Um, when Robbie is the first one to go, I guess, but she kicks him in the balls.
Yes.
So she offers the slightest bit of resistance to this plan, and they decide, okay, that's it. She's too much trouble. If she's going to kick
Yes.
us in the balls, she's done.
Yes. And then they stab her in the stomach, right?
Yeah.
To leave her for dead. And
Stab her
then
in the
that was
stomach, spray her with bear spray in the eyes for whatever reason.
that was very that wasn't clear to me
Yeah.
until later
Hmm.
when they talk about it again
Yeah.
with the doctor. But yes, that they end up spraying her in the face, and she's left for dead. And Robbie's very upset
Yeah.
because his birthday present is broken. Is that what he said?
My birthday present is broken.
Yeah, it's very creepy. I will give it. Those are. I can't believe I'm saying this. They're well written bad guys.
Yeah.
They're very
Well,
creepy.
they're very creepy, yes, but also very stupid because Jonathan also decides to spit on her, leaving DNA at the scene, which has not been left to this point.
No, right. Yes, it's actually a very good point. I didn't even
Yeah.
I didn't even put that together. But yeah, he's kind of an idiot.
Yeah. Very stupid.
Yeah.
Cupcake Girlfriend gets an SOS ping from Donna Lee's phone, and she finds her unresponsive in the park, and she calls the authorities.
Well, this is what I didn't understand. So she ends up texting Cupcake Girlfriend
Yeah,
because she's like, "Oh, help me," but then, but she can't see, and she's able to take a picture of the park and
right.
send it. And it's obviously not, and the picture is like a daytime park with trees. So I don't know. Like
Yeah,
that didn't quite make sense if she was bear sprayed in the face. Like there's no way she could have seen all that to
yeah,
text her.
and there's no way she could have typed too, unless she's that good that she can just do it by thumb memory. I would imagine that
Maybe.
there are some Gen Alpha kids that can do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, unless she used voice to text.
But even then she was like practically dead
Oh, right, yeah. She was pretty
and
much
she was
dead.
like non-responsive. So yeah, that wasn't
Doesn't
that
fit.
didn't make no.
So she wakes up in what can only be described as Dexter's kill room if Dexter had $15 to work with.
What are you doing?
Because there's blue tarps all over the walls, and the ventilation system is just a vacuum.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does not look like a room at all. There are no walls. It's obviously probably a garage.
Yep.
In real life, it's a garage. Blue tarps. They didn't even lay the tarps out to get rid of the creases.
Yep.
They just unwrapped them from the plastic, duct taped them on the walls. Like, okay, this is a surgical room. And Cupcake Girlfriend's there just crying over her like it's a normal room to be in.
Until Dr. Mel Novak walks in. Dr. Mil
Yes.
Novak is a character named Dr. Michaels, and he brings a person along with him who he introduces as his special assistant, Hannah. And those are his exact words. And I don't know what his special assistant does for a doctor. It sounds kind of gross.
Yeah, especially the way he looks at her. I
Right.
noticed that was weird. Yeah,
Yeah. He's also
off-putting.
like 87 years old.
Yes.
He's passed now, by the way. Rest in peace, Mel Novak.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, yeah. But he's a cybernetic doctor. And here's the breakdown of what's wrong with Vivica. Her arm was so badly damaged that it had to be amputated. How? Don't know. Yeah. Melanie was saying, like, how did her arm get damaged? I have no idea. She got stabbed
No,
in the stomach, got sprayed in the eyes. What happened to her arm? Maybe it was eaten by jackals before they got there. Who knows? Or
maybe,
coyotes.
maybe the brother
Yeah.
wanted a piece of her at home.
Oof. He
So
took
he
some
took some
arm.
of her with him.
Yikes. So
Yeah,
her
that got
arm
dark. Sorry.
her arm was so badly damaged it had to be amputated. Her eyes were so burned by the bear spray that she's permanently blind.
Yes.
And her brain was so damaged that she needs chips and machines to keep her breathing and her heart beating.
Yes.
That sounds pretty bad. But
That's really
yeah,
bad.
what the plan is they're going to replace her arm with a robot arm. They're going to give her a visor for her eyes that looks like Bozo Geordie LaForge from Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Yep. Yeah. The I can tell you right now from experience that that visor is an 80s banana hair clip spray painted silver, made into glasses.
Excellent.
That's exactly what it is.
And the brain implants might make her crazy. They
Yeah,
might.
that's just a side effect. That's it happens. Whatever.
I'm surprised. Like they're doctors, right? I'm surprised surgeons. I'm surprised they didn't blame it on the fact she has her uterus, which is what
Oh,
most surgeons do, right?
she was stabbed in the stomach. Maybe she doesn't.
Yeah, maybe.
We don't know.
Anyway, the friend is having a hard time making the decision whether or not to go ahead with all of this. But the special assistant bends down and tries to convince the woman while Mel Novak is looming over the two of them like a little gargoyle. Like a...
He's like, hmm.
So she relents, and now it's 6 months later.
Boom. Yep.
Poof.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Vivica is in the same party dress that she was in the night that she got stabbed. And there's no stab hole in the stomach. So what the hell?
Yeah, and also, realistically speaking,
Hmm.
can you not bring her a new outfit from the closet where you live?
Yeah,
She's
exactly.
down the hallway. Like, pull a pair of jeans out of the dresser. Like, what?
They probably didn't even bring her any underwear either. She's probably wearing the same underwear for 6 months. Gross.
Oh
Gonna have to
God.
replace some other parts too.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Uh-uh. Oh God,
So,
Dr. Michaels, no.
so as my co-host mentioned, who is not Jeff, uh, the visor looks ridiculous. The arm is a glove. Why don't you tell
It's a
us what you
glove
think
that
about that arm?
creases. Yeah, when she moves her arm, it creases. Like it's a thin rubber glove. Like, okay, so I was watching the film, looking at the glove. It would have been just as effective if they only made it go to like here,
Yeah,
where there's no joint to crease it. Like just this.
yeah,
That would have been fine. It would have been fine.
yeah,
But no, they made it go halfway up.
yeah.
And I'm guessing it kept sliding down her arm and that's when they bandaged and taped up the top of the glove to her real arm.
Yeah. And the other reason why it kept sliding down probably is because this glove is the same size all the way along. And her arm is
Yes.
not the same size all the way along because no one's arm is. So it would fluff out in some spots, like it would come out. So it would never even sit right to begin with. It was always kind of flared out a bit in spots.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. And I'm betting that if I continue to watch Dustin Ferguson sci-fi movies, that glove is going to pop up again and again.
Oh, at least 4 more times.
Yeah. She is, when she looks through the visor, the effect is comical, and apparently she cannot turn that off. So even when she's sleeping, she's seeing that ridiculous shit.
Like
Yeah.
the pseudo dollar store predator like stuff. And I know you noticed this because you're very attuned to sounds,
Yeah.
but the arm sound.
Oh, yeah.
Vivica. Yeah.
Like, oh my God. Sometimes it did, sometimes it did, and it was very loud.
Yeah. Sometimes he remembered and sometimes he didn't, is what
Yes.
Melanie meant to say there. Is that sometimes Dustin remembered and sometimes he forgot.
Yes. That's
And when
exactly
he
what
did
happened.
remember, it was very annoying. It was very loud.
Yes.
When she gets back home with Cupcake Girlfriend, Cupcake Girlfriend offers her some food and drink. And she would like an iced tea because she hasn't had iced tea in so long. And I would bet that it was probably about 6 months.
I haven't had a nice tea in so long.
Yeah, it's 6 months, and she acts like she has never eaten food before. And it's like, was she on feeding tubes at the hospital? And what, like, was it like a hospital food? Because hospital food isn't that bad. But she really wanted pizza.
Yep.
So they ordered a pizza. She couldn't figure out how to eat it with the glove on. So she almost drops it, switching hands right into her lap. Got it though. And then apparently she's never looked in a mirror in 6 months.
Did you
No, go
happen to
ahead.
notice that neither one of those two cretins ate their pizza crusts? They both left their pizza crusts. What a
It
waste.
was there were two piles of pizza crusts.
Yeah,
And like those are like free breadsticks. You got to eat those.
exactly. You get a nice dipping sauce. My jaw was open when I saw that neither one of them ate their pizza crusts. Oh my God. What are they, 3 years old?
Maybe that's why they're together.
So yes, she has not looked in the mirror because she gets upset when she looks at herself in the mirror, which was sad, I guess.
It's sad. It
Yeah.
is, but also it's like she saw her arm for the first time. So did she never look down?
Yeah. I can see my arm right now. I can tell you that much.
Same. Yeah,
Yeah.
same.
Now, another interesting thing about this living room is that there are 3 copies of the same picture in this living room, which is the two of them together, which was the same picture that was in the office. And then one random bikini shot of Donna Lee Heising when she was probably like 25 years old.
Yeah, they're all 8x10s. They're very large and framed and shoved onto very small lamp tables. Yeah, I mean, I don't have photos like that of myself hanging around. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that.
Maybe if I were a bikini model, I would, but I don't know. Maybe it'd be funny if I did. Who knows?
I mean, I think you should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either way, the next scene, Vivica decides she's going to go to a self-defense class. And I think that this self-defense instructor was real, but he moves so funny for a real martial artist. He's just a weird guy.
He just kind of like, okay, this is what it reminded me of.
Yeah.
Did you ever see, well, there's 3 titles. It's Champagne and Bullets or Road to Revenge or Get Even.
I have not yet, but I know of it.
Okay, there is a scene, there's a montage where John DeHart, the star of that film, the hero, does it's like a karate montage on his back patio with his poodle also dressed up like him in the whole karate getup. And it is the most awkward punching bag scene ever. And this reminded me of it.
I wrote that this guy looks like he knows how to fight but doesn't know how to fight at the exact same time. Like one of those kids that when you see them in the schoolyard, they say, "I know how to fight karate," and they go, "Whoa," like that.
They're just like,
But but meanwhile, he's
yeah.
actually hitting the targets and stuff. It's so weird. But
Yeah, and
mhm.
it's apparently just a week long.
Yeah, it's a week long. She wears some questionable outfits at the beginning. I thought we were going to see some boob for a second because she was kind of things got dangerous a bit. But then she changes her outfit into like a red Mortal Kombat character outfit,
Yes,
and
it's definitely Mortal Kombat.
that is an outfit that we see her in some other Dustin Ferguson movies as well, including Nemesis 5, which I believe just came out. But
Yeah.
she wears that same outfit in that one. But she has a great big emotional scene in the martial arts lessons in that week, or was it a week or a month, did you say? It was a week, right?
It was a week. It was
Yeah.
every night for a
Yeah.
week, and now she's an expert.
Yeah, he really saw her coming. But if you go to any martial arts class, they're going to tell you to come back every night for a week too, because they're going to charge you for every lesson. That's how they make
Yes.
their money, folks. But
Yeah.
he saw her coming. Um, she has her big emotional scene where she talks about what happened to her, and you know what? We'll give her Oscar nom there. Like she did pretty good with that, I'd say. That's the closest I've ever seen her, and I've seen her in a lot of things. That's the closest
Yeah.
I've ever seen her get to somewhere real.
It was definitely, I think, like the things that she was saying,
Yeah.
they were it was powerful. It really
Hmm.
was. Um, I think the trainer,
Yeah.
was still kind of a dick about it though.
Yeah.
Because he was like, okay, so apparently he knew what her trauma was
Yeah.
because she asked the friend to tell him
Hmm.
before she signed up for the class. And he was just like laying into her. It's like, she just
Hmm.
got out of the hospital a
Yeah.
week ago, man. And now she's a robot. Like, give her time to adjust to this. And he's just like, just kind of laying into her and like winding her up, which I mean, I guess I can kind of get, but I
Yeah.
don't know if he was doing it for her. It was kind of weird for me to see that part, but she did okay. She was good
Yeah.
in that scene.
He delivered my favorite line in the whole movie after that, which was,
Good luck with your vengeance.
I forgot about that. Oh God, that needs to be on a shirt. Oh, Robowoman shirt with that on it. Oh my God.
I wonder if such a thing exists. I don't want to give Dustin money though, so
Oh no, it would be totally bootleg.
yeah.
But Redbubble or T Public or something.
Yeah.
But um so I got confused
Yeah.
at the end of that thing with him. Did he call the doctor?
I think he called the friend.
Was it the friend? Because he sounded like so
Oh,
serious, like it is done or something
no,
like
it's
that.
the doctor because of the after what happens at the end. We'll get into that.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
But it makes me wonder how that friend got the information about the self-defense class if the
Mhm.
self-defense guy is in cahoots with the doctor. Because she
Maybe
never
the
said where
special
she got the
assistant gave her the
information.
name.
Hannah, yes,
Hmm. I don't
maybe.
know.
Because he
It's
cured
crazy.
her daughter, so
Yeah,
she's maybe nice and motherly.
maybe. After this, Vivica goes for a walk in the park, and it's like a desert park, and it seems to be the park that she got attacked in.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's the exact same park that Dusty Ferg uses in a lot of his stuff, like Space Sharks and Cocaine Cougar. Um,
Mhm.
yeah, except it's not the park that our friend Brian Wilson goes for a run in Space Sharks. That's a park in Florida, not California.
Oh, totally different. Completely different.
Completely different.
Yeah, so these are what my notes say about this scene.
Okay.
She walks through the park where she was previously attacked, and she just keeps walking. Then she stands there. She punches the air and practices her fighting in silence. This scene lasts 3 minutes in a 100-minute film.
That is a classic filler. Yeah.
3% of the film is her walking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the Dusty Ferg filler. And it's not as egregious as some of that stuff is. So yeah,
Right.
I'll give him that.
Yeah. But I was
I
just
wrote
like,
also that she stands for a long time doing martial arts, katas to power up.
oh yeah, it was very like and tried to kick. I mean, I think
Yeah,
the Mortal Kombat outfit may have been too restricting.
probably. And she also took her ponytail out because she meant business.
I okay, that threw me because normally when people mean business, they want the hair out of the way
Yeah.
and would put the hair up. I
Not
don't know.
with her.
She's a robot,
She's a
so
robot.
it's different. They do different things.
But now she wants to buy weapons. And I don't know why she wants to buy weapons because she is a robot.
Like just hit him in the
She
face
is,
with your metal arm.
yeah, she is the weapon, right? She's like Bucky from the Winter Soldier.
I that's what I didn't understand. Like, and also,
Yeah.
why didn't they like? And this will be a question for the end as well. Why didn't they like put some lasers on her arm or
Yeah.
something?
Or in her eyes,
Oh my
right?
God.
She's already got a
Yes.
crosshairs in her vision all the time.
Yeah, why does she need a target?
Yeah. So weird. But she for whatever reason when she calls the guy to buy weapons from him, she's in her sexy lingerie. I don't know
At
why.
3 a.m. It's 3 a.m.
Yeah. But then she
Yeah.
changes out of the lingerie to go meet this guy, and she just happens to kill a bunch of people just for fun.
Yeah, she comes across two guys smoking weed by a
Yeah.
dumpster,
So
kills
they're
them.
bad because they smoked weed.
Well, and also they were catcalling her.
Yeah, they were
So
being gross. Yeah.
they were
So those
gross.
guys were
So,
bad guys. But what about
but
the
then
next
she
guy?
kills an elderly man.
Yeah, an elderly Asian man was killed for no reason whatsoever, just for being there.
He was just like, well, I think he was like bringing back like laundry or groceries or something. Like
Yeah,
he had something.
I think
It's
he was
like,
a
all
witness,
right,
and you can't leave witnesses, maybe. I
yeah.
don't know.
We'll give him some credit. Maybe that's why.
So she's on her way to meet this weapons guy, the guy that she's going to buy them from. And this is the same guy who, in my review of Mega Ape, I called Dollar Store James Hetfield. Because he's got the James Hetfield mid-90s beard, and he's got kind
Yeah,
of the sideburns and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, and
Just
anytime he came on the screen
tragic.
during that review, I put the "ooh yeah" sound.
Yeah.
But he's a bad guy because he grabs two handfuls of hooter.
Everyone in this movie wants her tits,
Yeah,
and then like he really tries to go all out
yeah,
after grabbing her. But you know what? She kills him.
he
So
does.
that's a good one.
That's what he gets. Yeah,
I commend her for that. That's a
yeah.
good
You
one.
can't walk around grabbing people's boobs, everybody.
Nope, nope. Because he wanted
Consent is
two
sexy. That's the bottom of the barrel way.
Goddamn right.
Sorry, go ahead.
he wanted two G's, and that's when he went for him.
You think they're G's? I don't know.
I I think so because
I
you
can't
heard
tell.
think of it. Her frame is really tiny,
Yeah,
and they kind of yeah. I
yeah.
think so.
I don't want to speculate on whether or not they're fake because it's not my place and it's her body, whatever, right? So
Anyone
who
can do
knows?
whatever they want. It doesn't
Yeah,
hurt anyone else. More
yeah,
power to her if she can afford it.
yeah. She likes to do stuff. So
Eh,
yeah,
probably would if I had the money, so it's fine.
yeah. If I had the money, I'd give myself two G's as well.
Oh my.
As you should.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yes.
So the cops are investigating the murders that occurred the night before. And these cops have stupid names that they do in horror movies because I don't know why they do it, but we got like Detective Myers and Officer, what was the other one? It was Detective Myers and Officer Kruger because they like to do this in horror movies for whatever reason. I don't know why. It's stupid.
God, no. Uh-uh.
Not everything needs to be a nod to another thing.
Nothing needs to be a pun. Like, just have it Officer Brown and Captain Smith. Like, who cares?
Yeah.
Like,
Make them all Irish cops, like Officer O'Malley and Detective O'Quinn or something like that, you know?
yeah, those are
Yeah.
good. Those are good ones.
So anyway, Vivica has a big important meeting that night that will be better than therapy, so guess what she's doing? She tells her friend, "Oh, I've got a big meeting tonight."
Yes, I have a meeting later on this evening that I think will really help.
Big meeting with Jonathan and his pals. That's what's happening
Mhm.
tonight.
Yeah, she's confronting her personal demons.
Yeah, but at the same
Is
time,
what
she's planning a vacation with Cupcake Girlfriend. That's not
yeah,
cool.
tropical. Like they want
Yeah,
like cabana boys to serve them drinks on a beach, all
yeah.
inclusive.
Why is she getting her
Yeah.
friend all fired up when she's planning on going on a suicide mission, though? That's crazy.
Maybe she's getting a big ego and she thinks that she's going to survive and then just escape,
Oh, maybe.
go on the lam.
I can tell you one thing, though. When she does go out to get her revenge later that night, she leaves a note that says she's going to get revenge, and her penmanship is beautiful. Impeccable.
And apparently that means she was left-handed because her
Yes.
robot arm is the right. So I made a note of one thing about the police and I
Uh-huh.
forgot about it. They said doesn't look like a shooting, not with this much blood, because apparently shooting people does not produce blood.
Yeah, that's kind of weird, right?
Yeah.
Wonder
I
if she
mean,
was
I
tearing
guess
people's arms off and stuff.
ooh, and beating them with them? I don't
Yeah,
know.
that'd be pretty cool. I wish they'd have shown that.
Yeah, so she goes to confront her personal demons. lets Cupcake Girlfriend know, hey, I'm going to go kill people in a handwritten note.
Yeah.
Because that's what you do before you go commit mass murder.
It's always nice to leave a note. We established that with Scary Tales when John left a note to the woman who was cheating on her husband, thanking her for the sex. So
Yes.
it's always nice to leave a note. So leave a note for your friend if you're going to kill a bunch of people. Just leave a note. Tell her where you're going to be. It's only fair, right? She could have
Yeah.
texted. It could have been a text, but mhm. But I mean, the
Yep.
penmanship was good. She's a good writer.
Yeah. I mean, people don't really write notes anymore, so
Yeah.
it was nice.
It was nice. It showed thoughtfulness. Certainly AI didn't come up with that.
No.
Yeah. So the portrayal of Robbie the slow brother, their words again, not ours, slow brother, is very offensive. That actor is not disabled in the slightest.
I looked it up to
Yeah.
make sure because I had a feeling that he was not, and I
Yeah.
was right.
And he was not. So, brother, whoever your name is, it was 2024 when this movie was made. That's only a couple of years ago at the timing of recording, and you should know better. Don't do
Yes.
that. Don't sign up for that. Robbie sees Vivica across the street at the bar where he's drinking with other members of Jonathan's gang, because Jonathan is not only a worker at office that does whatever, he's also a gang leader of middle-aged men. He's a middle-aged man gang leader.
And his brother.
And his brother. And his slow brother is in the gang too. But
Yes.
when he was growing up, his parents probably said, you can go do whatever you want with your gang of friends, but you have to bring your brother with you. And so that's
He just
probably been the
kept
whole
doing
the
it.
whole thing, right?
Yep. Kept doing it.
Yeah. He goes chasing after his broken birthday present that he sees across the street. Yeah. Yuckaroo, right?
Yeah, and he's very excited that his birthday present is fixed.
Yeah, she's fixed. She came back. She's got all robot parts now. So the friend, while this is happening, while Robbie is going off chasing the birthday present and the gang of middle-aged men is following him out there, the friend goes out, the cupcake girlfriend goes out looking for Vivica with some guy who has a gun, and I have no idea who he is. Do you know who this guy is? Just
Nope.
some guy with a gun that she knows?
I guess,
All
yeah.
right. So
Wait.
yeah.
Oh, light bulb. I think it might have been one of the policemen at that other scene when they were
Oh,
questioning them.
okay. Interesting. Maybe. Oh, we can go back and look. So Vivica kills the first gang guy with her back to us and with him in front of her so that they didn't have to do effects for all the times she shot him.
Yes.
Yeah. They only had to do the one afterwards that showed that because she shot him a bunch of times and they only had to show the one bullet hole in the guy afterwards. So that guy's dead, and then Clint Beaver is the next guy that she kills. He's an actor that's in all sorts of indie stuff, a lot of
Yeah.
Dustin's stuff too, but he's got a funny name, Clint Beaver. I'm sure that I'll be
I
friends.
laugh
Yeah,
every time. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure I'll end up being friends with him at some point because he's prolific in the horror world.
Scary. Yeah.
But she shoots Clint Beaver in the dick and in the head.
In the
I think,
batch.
yeah, in the batch, right in the batch
Yep.
appearance. I think that was Clint Beaver anyway. I'm pretty sure it was.
I think it was.
Next, she shoots Robbie in the head and then faces off against her coworker Jonathan. And it looks like with this new arm, she can pull bullets out of the sky like this. Because that's what she was doing. Jonathan was trying to shoot at her and she was just yanking them all out of the sky.
And
Yeah.
I'm like, but
Except
she is the weapon.
just the one arm, because if she tried to do it with the other arm, she'd get shot and it'd be hurt, right?
Yeah, so arm down at the side.
Yeah. She fights Jonathan for like a full minute and then she shoots him in the head.
Well, but then first they try to do hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah.
And he's very bad at it.
Yeah. They both are. It was wild.
That was the slowest hand-to-hand combat I've ever seen in a film.
But now mission is accomplished. All of her tormentors are dead. What does she decide to do next?
She can't take it anymore.
Yeah, she's done.
Yeah, so Carlene and I put the policeman because apparently I
Okay.
think that is the
I'll agree with you. I believe you.
Yeah, thank you. Uh, so
Believe women.
Cupcake Girlfriend and the policeman
Yeah.
find her,
Yeah.
and the policeman's like ready to like gun out, ready to shoot or neutralize the threat or
Yeah, because
whatever
she just killed like 4 people.
within like 3 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so then she can't take it anymore. She doesn't want to live like this.
Yeah.
Like she can't do it. And so she takes the computer chip out of her head.
Yeah. If you're going to start to take your parts off, you'd probably not start with the thing that's regulating your whole body, right? Or your heartbeat or your lungs.
No, I would do visor first.
Bingo.
Which, okay, I
Yeah.
have to say, so she ended up taking the visor off
Yep.
after the computer chip. So I guess taking out the computer chip, there was residual like
Yeah.
energy
There's still
going
some
through
heartbeats
her.
left in that chest.
Right. Um, when they did a close up of her lack of eyes,
Yeah.
it looked good.
Yeah, it was all right.
It was all right. I mean, for
Yeah.
the rest of the movie, it looked good.
Yeah.
It was grosser looking than I expected.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of the guy that did the effects. It's Joe something, but yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah. Moves her visor. Last but not least, shuts down her arm
Yeah.
at the very end. But if you're taking out the computer chip, does it matter if the arm is shut down or not?
I
And
think so.
also, I don't remember her powering it on.
Yeah, it was just kind of there, right? There are no wires or anything.
I thought like the wires would like go through her to the chip,
Oh, maybe. Hmm. They'd be
but
Wi-Fi or something. I don't think they put wires through it, but maybe they did in those days,
maybe it
going
in
back
the
3 years ago or 2 years ago.
old 2024 underground surgery.
But so the last thing we see before this is the false ending
Yes.
is that she's dead. So she falls down dead. But that's a false ending. It's like a wrestling move. So she's been pinned, get a count of two,
Mhm.
and she kicks out because now the doctor brings her back again, this time against her will. Dr. Mel Novak is there with his gargoyle face, perching over this woman's prone body, and she's back. But now Brink Stevens walks in, perennial
Yeah.
horror person. She's in a lot of Dustin's movies. She was in
Yes.
Cocaine Cougar and Space Sharks as well. A bunch of
Yes.
them.
She-
So she walks
I
in, but she's the doctor's boss.
yeah.
There's some shenanigans going on here. There's some ulterior motives to this robot woman.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah,
And I definitely think that Mel Novak. Did we ever see him walk?
I don't think so. I don't think
Because
I've ever seen him walk in a Dustin movie at all.
so I'm convinced because he is perched like a gargoyle, like
Yeah,
on the surgical table
yeah.
in both scenes that he's in. I think he's holding himself up.
He might be. In every other movie that I've seen him in recently, he's
Yeah.
played a mayor who's in a chair and telling people to do things. So you might have it
Ooh,
right there. He might not be ambulatory.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that's sad. Um, but yeah, Brink Stevens is there. Did I write her name down? Did she say her? I don't think they said her name.
No,
Did they?
she didn't say her name, but she's the boss, and that they told Cupcake Girlfriend that Vivica was cremated, and but now she's also a secret weapon with a wiped memory. And
Yes.
the weapons guy was apparently one of theirs, but when went for a couple of G's, he was Brink Stevens said she was justified in killing him. So there you go. We
Yep.
agree. Yeah.
Yep. 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 Oh, and her name was Evangeline.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Apparently, whenever you're the leader of an underground surgical place,
Yeah.
you're just on a first name basis.
Hmm.
You don't make up or unless it's a fake name, so no one knows who anyone is. I don't know. But yeah, she's the boss,
Hmm.
and pretty sure I didn't write it down, but it's stuck in my head. She says she's going to be a badass bitch.
Yeah, she's going to be a badass bitch. Now,
Yeah.
something interesting about this movie. They've been threatening, I'll say threatening, a Robowoman 2 for quite a few years now. That's never
Yeah.
come to pass. So I don't know if that's, well, I mean, we can't get Mel Novak back, but everybody else is still around, so you never know, right?
But I looked up Robowoman 2,
Yeah,
and just like in a Google result, it was on Letterbox,
yeah.
and people are reviewing it, and I'm like,
Are they? Oh, I didn't
are
see that.
you?
Yeah.
Like, it has a rating at least.
Huh. It's
So
interesting.
it's
His
kind of
movies
like,
are weird. Like, I saw one recently called Closet Monster from 2023 that actually came out as Midnight Monster in 2026, but I don't know which is which or if he released two versions of the same movie or what. I have no idea. But there's two different
uh,
IMDb's, but there's one
oh,
letterboxed. It's very strange.
oh,
I don't
that's
know how he
weird.
works.
Yeah, no.
Dustin, if you ever want to come on the channel, you can if you want to.
There's a lot of questions that you need to answer.
Yeah. Like I said, that is the real end of the movie now, when Evangeline says that she's going to be a badass bitch.
Yeah,
Like I said, I think this is probably the least Dusty Ferg movie I've seen, as in the fact that it makes sense.
yeah.
It's still less than an hour long if you remove the crawl credits from the equation, because that's what he loves to do. He makes them scroll so slowly that it takes a good 10 minutes to get all the way through them.
Yeah,
I didn't notice many sound issues, which is a thing that's always plagued his movies, and I didn't notice them this time. So, well done.
yeah. There was nothing like that. At least nothing that stood out. I didn't
Yeah.
notice anything.
There was a terrible rap song that plays over the credits.
Oh.
What was it called? Jiggle or
Jelly.
Jelly? Like, it was called Jelly, and it
Ugh.
was uh, put out there. It was performed by a fellow named MC Dirty D. And I messaged my friend Melanie here as I was listening to this rap song that I would bet $1,000 that MC Dirty D is Dustin Ferguson. And if you look in his IMDb at his alter egos, at his aliases, AKAs, he is AKA MC Dirty D. So it is him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Um, my notes explain the song. Um, I said it starts out sounding like a cover of the Macarena,
Yep.
but it's Dirty D, aka Justin Ferguson, a middle-aged white man who raps that he's America's enemy number one and says bitch 13 times in the song.
Dustin, you can come up with better lyrics than that. I'm telling you right now.
They were really bad.
Yeah. Not as bad as the Amityville rap from Amityville in the Hood, but pretty bad.
That's bad for like other awkward reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this movie was an interesting one. He's got lots of alter egos, that Dustin.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, in review, what would you give this movie as a rating?
I honestly, not even thinking about it being a Dusty Ferguson movie,
Yeah.
I would say it's very charming.
Okay.
There's underground surgery, which is always good to have. There's batch shooting
Yep.
and Donna Lee Heising. And I do love her. I'm sure she's a lovely woman.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 10 out of 10. I loved it.
Perfect. All right. So, when I look back on it, we did have my friend Dollar Store James Hetfield in the movie. I always love to see him. I don't know his name, but I do love to see him. We had
Yeah.
a martial artist instructor at a Jeet Kune Do studio, which is apparently a real Jeet Kune Do studio, according to the special thanks at the end of the credits. So this is a real guy who fights like Stuart from Mad TV with a "look what I can do" like that. Um, I really liked that. I loved Donnelly Heising's Mortal Kombat outfit. I thought that was very cool. And I thought Jonathan was a very apt creep. I'm sure that he's a very nice man in real life, but he was a creep in this movie, and I thought he was pretty good.
Yep.
I would normally sink it a point for the very offensive portrayal of a person with disabilities, but I'm going to look past it this time and give this movie a 10 out of 10. Hooray! And that brings us to another episode. Bleh. That brings us to the end of another episode of Bottom of the Barrel. Now, unfortunately, Jeff had to go wallpaper his fridge.
He's doing
Um,
it right now.
he's wallpapering his fridge. But we did have the lovely Melanie O'Brien fill in for Jeff.
Yes.
So
Yes.
we love Jeff. We're glad that Jeff is busy wallpapering his fridge, and we're glad that Melanie could fill in this episode for Robowoman. And if you would be so kind as to click the subscribe button at the bottom of this video, you can subscribe to it's not just Jeff's channel, it's also Melanie's channel. They've got a movie on there called The Haunting of Randy that they're both in. So you can subscribe to that channel, subscribe to mine at the same time within a second of each other because it's you clicking on the same button. It costs you $0 and come back next week for another crazy, ridiculous bottom of the barrel movie. Goodbye.